Hey, so hello everyone. It's so lovely to see all of you today. We're so excited to start this level and this journey of this level with you. It's going to be different from the previous levels. Yeah, and we're so excited to see what's going to happen during this training. So I'll start sharing my screen with you guys. So I hope that you can see my screen. You can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so welcome again to the orientation session that we usually have at the beginning of each level. And again, there are some information that we've said before, but we'd like to remind all of you again of, is that this training wouldn't have been possible without the funding from ORFG, and of course, the support of our trainers who have all volunteered to do this training, despite their busy schedules and timetables. I would like again to remind all of us of the code of conduct, which you are very well at. We're so happy that we did not receive any complaint about any breach of the code of conduct. But just in case, if any of you encountered a breach in this code of conduct, please contact us at team@africanRN.org, or you can use the incident report form, which you will also find in the Google folder of this training level. Okay, so again, congratulations for advancing to level 3. As I said before, we're so proud of each and every one of you. We really appreciate how busy you all are and how and we cannot thank you enough for taking the time out of your busy schedules to come and join us in this training. So in this session, we will, of course, just like we usually do, we'll take a look back on what happened on level 2. We will set the expectations for level 3, and then we will also remind you of some important notes that you need to consider in this training. Okay, so as you remember, or as you know, that we had 3 levels of training. We successfully completed the first 2 levels, and now we are commencing the 3rd level, which is no longer about open science, but it's about developing your skills as effective leaders of your community and effective trainers. So this level will not be talking about open science topics per se, but we'll generally be talking about skills that you need to acquire, which I know most of you have, but just so that everyone is at the same level, that skills that you need to be an effective leader for your community. So now we'll start with the look back at level 2. And sorry, this is supposed to be level 2. So we had 38 trainees in level 2. We had 18 trainers, and we had 20 sessions, 20 sessions during the whole level. Of course, again, there were some pluses and minuses, or advantages and disadvantages that happened that we want to discuss. And we'll start with the positives of this training, which was, again, the live attendance and the active participation. And this was not just acknowledged by us, but acknowledged by even the trainers, who were so excited to see your level of interaction, the way that you challenge them. You were not just passive listeners, but you were also asking a lot of questions and bringing on new perspective. So this was very good, and we're so proud of you of doing that. And of course, we'll also see how your understanding and application of open science topics, ability to apply open science topics have improved over the training of level 2. So for the live attendance, as you know, the expected attendance percentage is 50%, and the average attendance was 55%, which is above the expected. So we're very happy about that. To break down down more. We had 6 trainees who attended between 80 to 100% of the training sessions. 10 attended between 60 and 79%. 7 attended between 50 and 59%. And 6 trainees attended 40 to 49%. And due to many things that we considered, we decided that we'll give those 6 trainees a chance to go to level 3. Yet we want to emphasize very much that you have to improve your attendance level. Otherwise, you will not be considered as successfully completed level 3. So these 6 trainees, they moved to the next level, but it was sort of a conditional movement where we demand more involvement in the live sessions. And unfortunately, we have 9 trainees that attended almost no sessions or less than 40% of the sessions. And unfortunately, these 9 trainees were removed from this training program. Okay, so now we move on to your ability to apply your open science practices. And again, to assess that, we used the data from the pre-training and the post-training survey. And as you can see, in the pre-training survey, in the different sessions that we had, or the different topics that we had some people who say that they had good confidence in applying these open science practices, but we also had some people who said that they were not so confident. But we're so happy that when we moved to the post-training survey, the reds and the oranges have decreased significantly, and the greens and the purples have risen up significantly, which means that you guys have really benefited, hopefully benefited from this training, and now are able to apply at least the basics of the open science practices that we discussed into your work. So now we move on to the negatives, which was, again, unfortunately, the completion of assignment and surveys, despite that this time we didn't really have a lot of assignments and surveys. But again, unfortunately, as we told you that we expect you to complete 90% of these, because these are done asynchronously and you don't have to attend any live sessions to do them. So we expected you guys to do 90% of them, but the actual average was 78%. And we have 2 trainees who did not complete none of the surveys that were actually survey and trainings and assignments that were required in this level. And we have 8 trainees that did only 50% of what was required. And we have 19 trainees who completed all of the surveys. So please, by the end of this week, make sure that you complete the surveys and the assignments. There are only 3, so please make sure that you do the post-training survey of level 1, the pre-training survey of level 3, and we had 1 assignment or survey for reproducibility. So please, if you did not complete it, make sure that you go and complete it by the end of this week. So again, we said that before, but I'll say it again. We expect you, of course, to be leading the open science movement in Africa, and your feedback is important, as you just saw from your feedback in these surveys. We are able to sort of assess your understanding, know which topics that you felt that you needed more sessions on. So it's very important for you to complete these surveys. And again, these surveys are actually also a training for you. because when you guys be trainers and start engaging your community, we expect you to also do these sorts of surveys to assess and engage the understanding of your community, so that you know that you're moving on the right direction. So I'll stop here, and I just want to make sure that if there are any questions that you guys have. So please, if you have any questions, just unmute and go ahead. I'm trying to look at the chat. Okay, it's all excitement and hellos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lamis, for the floor.
You're welcome.
Actually, I wanted to find out concerning the assignments and also the surveys. I know I think I did all the surveys, but I'm not very sure of the assignments. And I think some people among us here might also have similar thing, because it's like when you visit the links, what you found there is what you will kind of complete. But I don't know, I'm not sure among the assignments whether I am defaulted or I have completed. I'm not sure. So is there any way that people who do not who are not sure to be sure they have completed the assignments? I don't know how that's gonna how are you gonna manage that? I don't know.
By the assignments, we mean mainly, especially at this level, there were no big assignments. There were only the surveys, which were the 3 surveys. You know, the post-training survey for level 2. There was a survey for reproducibility, and the pre-training survey of level 3. So these are the 3 that we are discussing about. You know, these are the 3 that we urge people to complete.
Okay, I think I have completed all that one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure, but if you're not sure that you've completed all the surveys, please like report back to us, and we will inform you if you completed all of them or not. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So is there any
Hello,
other?
Lamis.
Hello, Banjo.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Like, based on the question he asked, thank you for this opportunity. Is it possible you just produce something like a chart to tick the people that have done what, people that have not done, so you know where you are? You just go to the link and do straight.
I think Emmanuel have already created this quick access document where he sent we sent it to you via email. So you're supposed to have that. You're supposed to have that.
Well,
yes, Lamis. Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, Ernest.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Lamis. I think an email to an individual person who defaulted will be fine.
Excuse me?
An email to an individual defaulters of those who have not done the survey and assignment will be better.
We will try to do that, but we were hoping that since there are few, there are only 3, that because and at the level 1 there were many surveys, so we expect that people could get a bit confused. But this time there are only 3. So we were hoping that you guys would know which ones were done or not, but we will try. We'll do our best, me and Emmanuel, to get back to you and notify you if there is something that you didn't do. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ernest. Nidal, please go ahead.
Yes, good evening all. Thanks for this opportunity. I think it can be managed from the setting of the drive of the Google form, that anyone has only one chance to respond for the survey. So if he wants to submit it again, it will not be he will not have an access for that. So if you receive this message, that means you already did the survey. This is just a suggestion. You can check on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
because
you
have this option in the Google form that you have multiple responses or only one. So from the setting, you can have it. You can check.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Nidal, for the info. Thank you very much. Samira?
I just wanted to say what Nidal has said, that you can change it from the settings and allow each person to submit only a one-time response. So this could
Okay.
ease for people checking back.
Okay, definitely. We'll definitely do that. Joseph? Joseph, you have your hand up.
It's okay now.
Okay, great.
Thank you. Okay, I would like to know why we cannot get a copy when we complete the survey in our mail. That is that will help us to know that really we accomplished it. It's important that we have a return, a copy of what we have done.
I
I
think
don't
it is
know
something.
if you can set the survey like this, and we can ask to have a copy in our mail.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think it can be managed from the setting of the Google form.
Okay.
You just enable the default format that you have. The responses will be sent it for the respondent, and
Okay.
also that he have only one opportunity to submit his responses.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very good suggestion. Thank you very much. We'll definitely do that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So is there any other suggestion or comment that you guys, or question that you guys have? Okay.
Yes, actually,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
have
Yeah.
suggestions on, but I know it will be difficult because it depends on the trainee availability and time. But if there is fixed days for this level, so that it will be as a reminder for anyone that you know that there is 2 fixed day or 3 days or within the week for the sessions, because I struggled in forgetting the sessions time, even if I check it on my calendar. Sometimes I have overlapping between different meetings. As like now, I have another meeting, but I will try to attend this one.
Yeah.
So I think if it is possible to fix the days or time, so that it can be more memorable for us.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as you said, Nidal, as the trainers are volunteering to do that, we're not paying them anything to do that. So we cannot really, so they're doing that on top of their regular responsibilities and trainings that they have to give. So unfortunately, it completely depends on the trainer. So we cannot, unfortunately, force some dates on the trainers, because they're usually not available on these dates. But what we try to do in this level, which we hope that it would be helpful, is that almost all of the trainings will either start at 2 p.m. GMT or 2:30 p.m. GMT. All of them. So we tried at least to unify the time. But unfortunately for the dates, this is very, very difficult. But again, if you have issues in linking the Google Calendar of the training to your calendar, please consult the technical assistance document that is in your Google folder. And we try so much to remind everyone of the trainings. So you have the Slack. Usually I send a Slack message a day before the training and a Slack message 30 minutes before the training. You should also be getting Zoom notifications. I'm not sure if you get that or not, but you're supposed to get a Zoom notification, I'm sure, a day before the training. Is that the case or not? Could you confirm?
Yes, but sometimes it's my personal issue that sometimes I have different meetings at the same time, because 3 p.m. GMT is the most suitable time in to set meetings within the country that I located on it. Yeah. So, but it's okay. I try to manage it. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. We're so sorry about that, Nidal. We know that you guys are all sort of preoccupied and pre-engaged with so many other things, but hopefully that this level, having the training at 2 p.m. GMT or 2:30 p.m. GMT would be, because this is the time that we noticed that we get most of the attendance or the highest attendance. That's why we decided to sort of try to work with the trainers that this would be the training level. But I really hope if we could have been able to set a certain date, but unfortunately this is very difficult due to the availability of the trainers. Okay, is there any other question, comment, or suggestion? Yeah, I'm happy that
hello.
Yeah, Banjo, go ahead.
Asked question on this same particular topic. Yeah, you fix a specific date, but based on the response you have just given us, I can see that it's not actually possible. Now that we know that most of our lecture will come up between 2 and 2:30 p.m. GMT, now we can fix our mind, because I have that problem also. Sometimes it's come in the morning, sometimes it will come in the afternoon, sometimes you are not really sure. Yes, it was really affected my attendance at some of the events.
Yeah.
But now that I know I can key that time, I will know that every day around 2, I will check my calendar.
That's amazing.
Check my calendar now. But just like you said, please give us 24 hours notice. I know of 30 minutes notice, but that's 24 hours notice was also helpful if you can help us to effect it.
Yeah, we usually you're supposed to get a Zoom notification 24 hours ahead on your email, and I also post on Slack.
No, I just recall that I received it from Slack, but not from Zoom notification.
Not from Zoom. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll try to check that.
Notification than Zoom.
Excuse me, Banjo, could you repeat?
The Slack notification, yes. The Zoom notification, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
No worries. We will try to. It's simply a settings fix up, so we'll definitely do that. No worries.
Okay.
Thank you. Joseph?
Okay, yes, I would like personally thank you for the quick reminder for different sessions. It's very important because it's not very easy to remind that we have a session at this date and so on. So it is very helpful to attend different sessions.
Okay.
I would like to thank you personally. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. It's my job at this training. You're most welcome, Joseph.
It is very helpful.
Thank you, Joseph. You're most welcome. Thank you.
Good day. Good day.
Hello, Clara. Hello.
Yes, Lamis, nice to hear from you again.
Thank you. The same here.
I really appreciate you and the team for making me make it this time, because I never knew I'll make it to this level. I believe I'm among those that made the least percentage of attendance.
Yeah.
So in that respect, I want to make a request, please, if it's possible, that while the lectures are being prepared, let them a kind of include some of the things that we are learning in level 2 for those of us that missed most of the lectures. I think that will go a long way in helping somebody like me. It's a request I'm making, please.
I think, Clara, you could find all the recordings and all the sessions You will find it in the Google folder of the level 2 training. Do you have access to that?
Yes, I do. I
Yeah,
do.
so you will find all the recordings and all the sessions. They'll be
Okay.
there, so you can watch all of them, and you will be able to see the discussion and everything. And even in the quick access document that Emmanuel made, you could even find the links that were shared in the chat. So I'm sure if you go back and look at these and watch them, you will be able to catch up, definitely.
Okay, I will by God's grace. But while they are preparing it, let them have people like us in mind that are not at the same level with some others that participated fully during the level 2. Thanks
Yeah,
so
well,
much.
you're welcome. But actually, level 3 is not going to have any open science training. It's going to
Okay.
be mainly, I'll discuss that. It's mainly be going about skills that you need to have in order for you to be a good leader for your community. So unfortunately,
Okay.
even the trainers are, some of them you have met before, but most of them, this is the first time that you're going to meet. So I think you could definitely just go and look at the recorded lectures and sessions and everything, and you'll be able to catch up.
Okay, thanks so much.
You are welcome. You are welcome. You're welcome, Clara. Aman, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Lamis, for giving us, such kind of brief orientation about level 3. I'm also really excited to promote it to level 3 because I'm also missing several, stations because of, more of public health emergency problem in our country, and I'm also the one who try to coordinate that. And because of several reasons, I'm not, attending session. But actually, I try to cope up with you by reading sessions attached on the Google form. I mean, the material, the slide, and also the video recorded there. I'm trying to catch up that, and I'm really excited, and I'm really also committed to attend, level 3, and also try to lift up my attendance in level 3. My concern is also I have for the next, I think it's good to also use some of the practical aspects of open science teaching, like it's of course practical, but it's kinds of exercise using learning by doing, I think. For example, starting from protocol development, if we try to secure, scholarship, or research fund, and then we try to develop protocols, then that protocol is trying to publish, and also we learn a lot on the process, and also collecting data, just developing, analysis methods, and also even using that open science approach or framework for data storing, archiving, and also open data source or something like that. And I think that's really also very important for more of open science using hands-on exercise by writing together with in African event. We can collaborate and we can win one grant and we can exercise learning this practically. That will be wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, you're 100% spot on, Aman. And this is actually what will happen after the end of the training program, because you are going to be local network leads, but this doesn't mean that we will sort of let you go, and not give you any support. But our plan is for the next year, after you become a local network lead, we will actually still be there to support you. Whether this, we're thinking about collective projects. We have a lot of ideas in mind, but this will definitely put We will definitely use all of the sort of, you know, the things that we preached in the training. We'll definitely be using them in real life. So don't worry about that. This is definitely coming, and this is sort of a post training phase where you guys are engaging with your community, and as I said, we have some plans, but we're also looking forward to see what you guys have planned. There are some trainees who have already started to engage their communities, and they have started to make some plans and some projects. But I'm sure that all of us eventually will be there and will be doing many projects together. So don't worry about that. That's definitely on the agenda.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lani. That's really useful.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Aman. Nidal, please go
Yes,
ahead.
I just have suggestions for Clara, but when she said that she is unable to catch, I use this plan because I missed some of level 1 lectures. So on level 2, I plan to attend to watch the lectures 1 hour or few hours earlier than the session, before the session time, or the day before, so that I will be aware about what's the new informations I will get it. So she can use it like that. So it helps me a lot, because I'm looking for open science in other directions. So it helps me on that. So I hope it will also work with her. And
yeah, I think it's a nice suggestion. So I think for all of you who had some sessions that they've missed, maybe you could make a plan. Maybe each week you have or each certain times per week, you dedicate a time for watching the recordings and going through what happened in this session. This would definitely help you catch up. So thank you, Nidal, very much for the suggestion. That's really amazing. So are there any more questions or suggestions or comments? If not, I will continue. Okay, hopefully now you guys see my full screen. Okay. Yeah, so we've talked about what happened in level 2, and we did a recap. So now we'll talk about what is expected in level 3. So as I said, or this is a new information, now there are 29 of you. So you should be really proud of yourselves, because we started with 70 and now we boiled down to 29 trainees. So this is really amazing. You should be proud of yourselves. And we're expecting to have about 10 trainers in this level, and about 15 sessions. It might increase by a session or two, but there are some sessions that are not confirmed 100%. But of course, we will keep updating you, and we'll keep updating the the Google document that has the sessions and their date, and of course the Google Calendar. For the training topics, as I said, this time there are no open science topics per se, but it's mainly topics that are aimed at making you effective leaders and trainers. So one of the first topics that we'll have is adapting training to community needs, because as you've just seen in this training program, not everything works for everyone. So we want you to have the ability to sort of detect the needs of your community and then adapting the training to fit the needs of your community. Secondly, we'll also teach you about community management skills, because you are going to be community leaders, of course. So it's very important that you be able to manage the community effectively. Again, you're going to be leaders, so you need to have leadership skills. I know most of you already have training or leadership or have leadership skills. But again, we want to bring everyone on the same level. We're also going to teach you guys about some resilience skill, because we do understand that the road ahead is not paved. It's a rocky road, because open science is a new concept, and actually many African communities and African scholars are against open science and trying to be closed. So we understand that the journey ahead of you and ahead of all of us is not really easy. So it's very important that we take care of ourselves, and be sure that we put our well-being first, so that we could eventually not burn out and stop our community engagement once and for all. And then we will also give you some training on how to plan and manage training events, which I'm sure a lot of you have, but again, it's also very good to bring everyone up to speed. We have a few other events in mind, trainings that are still not confirmed 100%, but we will be keeping you posted as we go in the training. Again, we're going to use the same platforms that we've been using for the past 2 levels: Zoom, Google Drive, Google Calendar, and Slack. That there won't be a change. So I hope that by now none of you have an issue using these platforms. If you do, please reach out to us, and we'll try to help you as much as we can. Again, to the important notes that we mentioned last time, but I wanted to remind all of you again, is what we discussed is that the dates and times of some training sessions might change, because this, of course, depends on the availability of the trainer. They might have some emergency events that force them to change the date and time of the training. So unfortunately, we have no control over that, and we hope that you'll be able to manage these changes if they happen. Hopefully this level they won't. And again, we will notify you for any updates via email and Slack. And also make sure that you regularly check your email, Slack, Google Calendar, and the online Google form. Again, the online Google form that has the dates and the times of the trainings, it will regularly, whenever there's a change, it will be updated. So make sure that at least each week, if you download it, then make sure that each week you go and see if there was an update. Unfortunately, we cannot notify you every time there's an update, but you should go back to the Google form and see if there's an update, and then you download the updated Google form. Okay. Also, again, please try to join the Zoom session using your first and last name, because when we go back to see the attendance, sometimes some people join with their organization name or some nicknames, and it's difficult for us to know who this person is. So please make sure that you always join using your first and last name, or at least be regular in the name that you are using throughout the sessions. For the expectations during the training, it's the same as the past 2 trainings, is that you need to abide by the code of conduct. You need to actively participate with the minimum attendance, live attendance of 50%. We expect you to complete at least 90% of the assignments and survey. And of course, you need to respect the deadlines. And the new thing this time is that you need to start working on a detailed action plan that you're going to do as a local network lead. We expect you, as this is the final level of the training, you need to have clear planning of, first of all, who your community is going to be, how you're planning to reach them, what you're trying to do with the community, the steps that you're hoping to engage your communities with. All of these we expect you to start working on. And by the end of level 3 or before the end, we will try to provide you with sort of a form that will help you put down or pen down these plans so that, you know, at least all of you have some sort of uniformity in the plans that you're making. So this will come later on or probably after the end of this training. We will send you this form. But for now, we expect you to start brainstorming and see what you're hoping to achieve as a local network lead. Some of you have already started doing that, and this is very great. So hopefully, all of you will catch up in this level. And of course, if you abide and complete all of what is expected of you of this training, you will become a local network lead, and we will start our journey with you as local network leads, which I'm sure that you're going to excel at. Yeah, and again, emphasis on the detailed action plan that you're supposed to start sort of brainstorming on and noting down until we send you guys the form for you to submit those action plans. So for the next training session, I think there's a hand raised. Nidal, is your hand raised?
Yes, I want
Okay.
to ask about the action plan. It should be there general themes we have to follow or instructions, or it will be something that's flexible for us to brainstorm oral ideas, and then based on AREN vision and mission, it will be located.
Sorry, my mic was muted. Yeah, you have complete freedom on the plan you have, you know, because you're the one who know your community best, and you're the one who know your the tools that are available for you the best. So yeah, you have complete autonomy in deciding what this plan look like, you know, and you know, it's good that we have different plans, because someone might come up with a plan that you know, the others might think is a good plan, so then they could be able to adopt, you know. So you have complete autonomy on that. Please feel free to, like, the crazier the better. So yeah, there are no, currently we don't have a certain structure. We do have things in mind that we will communicate to you later on after the end of the training program. You know, there are things that as AREN, we're going to suggest for you to engage with in your community, but we expect you, since you're being the expert in your community, to be able to come up with a plan, an innovative plan that would work best to answer the needs of your community.
It will be an action plan that can be have the opportunity to collaborate with other lead in AREN, or just focus on my community.
For now, just focus on your community.
Okay.
Because definitely, like as I said, we have plans that will engage all of you together. This is definitely going to happen. But for now, we want to see what are you thinking, you know, what are the ideas that you have. And later on, we could maybe, if there are 13 themes that we see reoccurring in the plans, then maybe we could have another meeting. We'll definitely have many meetings later on. But we can suggest, you know, these are some of the ideas that came. And then some of the other LNLs might want to collaborate on this idea or might want to copy it into their community. So, but for now, it's you focusing on your abilities and your resources that you have in order to serve your community for the plan.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Is there any other question? If anyone else have a question or a suggestion, then please go ahead. Okay, if there are none, then yeah, next our next session is going to be on Wednesday. Okay, Howard, Dr. Howard, please go ahead. Dr. Howard, you had your hand raised.
Oh, sorry, my mic was muted.
No, yeah, please go ahead.
Sorry, I was quite late. I had some emergency session in the clinic.
No worries, no worries.
Focusing on my community, basically my institution is an institution of distance learning. And I think I cited somebody from my own locality in this training. So would that be? Can I tend to reach out to the person so that we can foster collaboration in growing a larger community?
Yeah, definitely. So this could be like one of the agenda of your plan, you know?
Okay.
So the meaning of the plan is what's on your mind, you know, exactly what you're saying. Also, for example, I have someone in mind that I want to reach out to so that like they could give me support. All of this, you could put it on the plan. There is no, you know, currently there is no structure. We just want you to put in writing what you're thinking of. And I said, like, as I said, don't think that an idea is crazy. The crazier, the better, because usually the craziest ideas are the most innovative and lead to the best outcomes. Yeah, so no worries at all. This could be part of your plan, definitely.
So the other question is after the training and submission of our action plan or detailed action plan, would that be, if we skate through, would that be an introductory letter given to us, because we are going to be all a form of tag showing that we are being we are a member of AREN from this end, so that when talking to other persons in our community, they will know that we are not just persons that come up with our own initiative, but
Yeah.
from something that is already existing.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely going to happen. For those who are going to complete the training and become local network lead, there's definitely going to be an announcement, and you will be a designated local network lead by AREN. So don't worry about that. That's definitely the plan. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're most welcome. So are there any other question or suggestion? Can we still have access to the recordings of, yeah? You're supposed to still have access to the Google folders of level 1 and level 2, Dr. Banjo. So yeah, you should be able to go back to the recordings and the lectures. That should be the case. If not, please let us know. But this is supposed to be the case. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So any other question, comment, or suggestion? Okay, if not, so yeah, our next training session is going to be next Wednesday, from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Sorry, it's supposed to be p.m. here, GMT, and it's about adapting training to community needs, and it's the first of 3 sessions. I think the general theme in the next training is that you will have some tasks that you will have to complete between each session. So after the first session, the trainer will probably give you some tasks and some things that you need to do before the next session. So please make sure that you follow along these things. And if you missed the training live, then make sure that you go back to the training on time, so that you know, to the recording, I mean on time, so that you know what is needed from you. Modester, you have your hand raised. Please go ahead.
Yes, Lamis, I have a concern. Concern this the coming training on Wednesday. We have been sent a survey in our inbox. Yeah, but I've been failed to open to complete the survey because it doesn't open in my browser, maybe. I
okay.
communicated with the facilitator. She told me that to open using different browsers. Yeah, I use Mozilla, Google Chrome, and Microsoft Edge, but doesn't open.
Oh,
till
that's
now.
that's really strange. That's the reproducibility survey.
No, the coming session on Wednesday.
Okay. Okay. No worries. You can maybe tell her again, Crystal. Her name is Crystal. Please
Yes.
tell her again. And if any of you have an issue, because she sent a survey for all of you guys. So if any of you had an issue accessing that survey, please communicate back to her. And I'm sure that things would be managed. No worries about it.
Thank you, Lamis.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, Howard, I think you said that your calendar is still not synchronizing. Could you please, you will find a technical guide in the Google folder of the training. So please go back to it and follow the steps that you need to do in order to open your calendar. And I think I think I've added you via Gmail, but maybe you could again send me your email and I'll try to add you again. But anything else, I think everything is clear in the technical guide. If you still failed, then maybe you could download the Google document. Then you could follow along, and also keep an eye on Slack. I hope that would help.
Yes, I will just pull out.
Okay, that's good. I think there was another hand raised. I'll just stop sharing my screen. Musa, go ahead, Musa, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Lamis, and I'm glad to join the third level of this training. And so far, the training was really very interesting, and we have learned a lot. And one maybe question or comment I have is like, as you know, we have joined this program individually, just based on the announcement you have made. And our institution, where we come from, we all come from different institutions, universities, research institute, or it can be any other organization as well. So our organization, from where we come, they don't know, actually formally they don't know that we are following this training. And as you have mentioned, maybe at the end of this training, you are going to just publicize that the local network lead who are going to complete this training successfully. Maybe my suggestion is maybe it's good. Do you have any platform maybe to publicize those trainees who are going to complete this training successfully? I know you have your, there is a website of AREN, and you have also a LinkedIn. And maybe it's a good idea to also maybe promote or publicize the trainer as the end of the training. Maybe otherwise, our institution may not understand who completes this training. And do you have any plan maybe to promote those individuals who complete this training? And that's a comment I have. Otherwise, the training is really, it was wonderful and it's interesting training.
Thank you, Musa. And Nidal, no worries. Go ahead. Thank you for being here. Yes, Musa, definitely that's the plan. The LNLs, or the local network leads, will be announced via our social media and via our website. And again, I think Emmanuel is not here today, but would probably even be able to send your institutions, if you'd like an official letter from AREN stating that you are a local network lead. There will also be, of course, certificates of completion. So that is all planned. No worries about that. And we're happy to promote you and sort of assist you in any way that you think would make you, more trusted by your community. Because we know that's an issue, in Africa. If you come and tell them, oh, I'm this and that, they will I don't know, not trust you and think that maybe you're just making it up. But yeah, we're definitely going to be here to assist you and make sure that your communities and your institutions know very well who you are and know the extensive training that you guys had. That's definitely on the plan.
Thank you, Lamis. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Musa. You're welcome. Okay, by that, I've finished all that I want to say. If you guys have any other question, comment, then please feel free to say so. I don't see any questions in the chat. Okay, then, if there are no more questions, again, I'm so happy to have all of you today and looking forward to seeing you next Wednesday at the start of the training. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you,
Bye.
Lamis. Bye.
Welcome.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. See you next.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Au revoir.